Hello students, welcome to the online tutorial sessions for business studies. I am Avinash Lambert, your business guru, and today we are going to continue our second chapter, which is forms of business organization, and under which we are going to start our third form of business organization, which is partnership. Now, there are certain limitations in sole proprietorship and Hindu undivided family business. So to cover up that issues, those limitations, we have partnership. So partnership was just created to cover up the limitations of HUF business and sole proprietorship. Now, the limitations of sole proprietorship and HUF business gave birth to partnership. Due to the limitations of sole proprietorship and HUF business, the partnership was born. And what were the issues? They were lack of capital. They were lacking the capital. In Hindu undivided family, there was very limited amount of capital. Only the ancestral property was the source. And lack of management skill, because only one person was taking in charge. So there was limited managerial skills. He cannot take care of all the areas of his business. And the risk sharing was also not equal. Only one person was liable and others were less liable. So that were the issues of partnership, due to which partnership was formed, and the limitations was of sole proprietorship and HUF. That's why partnership was formed. So students, in India, when you talk about India, the partnership is governed by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. In India, the partnership is governed by, there is a certain law about partnership form of business which is governed by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. That's a 1 mark question. Now, it is a form of business organization in which, what is partnership? It is a form of business organization in which two or more persons agree. For what? Agree to carry on a lawful business. Carry on a lawful business, not illegal. Lawful, which is by the law. They have to abide by the law. Agree to carry on a lawful business with their personal resources, with their personal capital, with their personal land, their property, with their personal resources for the purpose of earning profits. That should be the motive. If a partnership has not the purpose of earning profit, then that will not be considered as the partnership. That will be termed as something else, which is NGOs, non-profit organizations. So in that case, earning profit, when it comes to partnership, earning profit must be the purpose of this partnership thing. Now, again, it is a form of business organization in which two or more persons agree for the lawful business with their personal resources for the purpose of profit. Is that clear? Now, you have to learn the definition according to Indian Partnership Act 1932. What the law says that, the law says partnership is a relation between persons who agree to share the profit of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. It means, let's decode it one by one. Partnership is a relation between persons. Suppose there are two persons, then it's a relationship between two persons who have agreed to share the profits. Whatever profit they will earn, they will share it. They will share that profit of the business earned by that business, not by others' business, by that business carried on by all, which is carried by both of them or any one of them, acting for all. Suppose one person is not well, he is ill. So in that case, the other one will take out the business, but the profit will still be shared between the two of them. So that's the law according to the Indian Partnership Act 1932. That's the partnership. Is that clear, students? Fine. Friends, let's start with the features of partnership. You have understood what is partnership, you have learned about what the law says about the partnership, and it is governed by the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Now let's start with the features. First feature is formation. How it is formed? As you all know, it is formed under the Indian Partnership Act 1932, IPA. Indian Partnership Act 1932. Now it comes into existence by a legal agreement among the partners. If there are 3, 4, 5 partners, then they need an legal agreement, an agreement which is legally approved according to the Indian Partnership Act 1932. So they need a legal agreement among the partners, between the partners, under which terms and conditions are there governing the relationship. There are some terms and conditions which will tell about the relationship. What person is having which post and sharing the profit. In which ratios they are going to share the profits. Is it 50-50 or is it 33.33, 33.33, or it will be 50, 30, 20, or it will be 60 and 20, 80. Whatever ratio they have decided, they will mention that in that legal agreement. And also the losses. Not only profits, they will also mention the losses, the share of losses they will incur. Suppose they have suffered a loss of 1 crore. Now they have to bear that losses according to the mentioned ratio. Whatever they have decided, that will be mentioned. Suppose there are two persons and they have decided that I will share the 40% and you will share the 60%. Now in that case, in the 1 crore, 60 lakh will be beared by some one person and 40 lakh will be shared by the other person. Now, and manner of conducting the business is specified. Under the formation, it is formed under the IPA 1932, which comes into existence by the legal agreement in which partners have the terms and conditions which governs the relationship. What the post are they going to hold, how much profit they are going to share, how much losses they are going to bear, and the manner of conducting. How they are going to conduct the business is specified. Like you are going to see the advertising department, or I am going to see the management, or I am going to see the sales department. They have to decide their certain areas and that will be written under the legal agreement. Is that clear, students? So formation is covered now. Let's come to the next one. The next one is risk bearing. Now they share profits and risk and losses in the predetermined agreed ratio. Whatever agreed ratio they have mentioned in the legal agreement, they will share the risk, the profit and losses according to that agreed ratio. Is that clear? The partners bear the risk in running a business as a team. They are together, but they will mention their risk bearing, their profit sharing and their losses bearing ratio under the legal agreement. Their agreed ratio will decide whatever risk they are going to bear. Now the next one, the next is liability, very important feature. The partners have unlimited liability. Like the Karta in the HUF business, all the partners have the unlimited liability here. It means their personal properties or assets may be used to pay off debts. Suppose their company, their firm has gone to debt. They have become insolvent. Now in that case, their personal properties will be sold out so that they can cover up the debt. Now, the partners are further jointly or individually liable for the debt. Suppose there are two partners. Now in such case, one is very eligible. He has got the property at that time. But on the other part, the second partner is not having so much property or capital at that time. So in that case, the person who is having the capital will pay the debts and the other one will not pay the debt. But instead of sharing the ratio, the one will share all the risk, all the losses and will pay the debt. But in that case, after some time, when the second one will be able to share the risk, he will cover up his money. Suppose I have given 40 lakhs for him and 60 lakhs for myself, then I will cover my 40 lakhs which I have paid for him. I will cover up that 40 lakhs some other day when he will able to pay that. Now, jointly means to contribute according to agreed ratio. Now they have decided that 40% I will share and 60% you will share. That in that case jointly they will contribute the debt. But in case of individually, suppose one person is not eligible, then each partner is held responsible to pay the debt of the business. But in that case, such partner, that one partner has the right to recover the agreed ratio proportions contribution from the other partners. Suppose one is not able to give the debt, he is not able to pay the debts, then in that case the person who is able will pay that money for him, and after some time when he will become able to pay his debts, he will simply cover up from him. Now let's come to the fourth one, which is decision making and control. Now partners decide among themselves their responsibilities and decision making and day-to-day control. Decisions are generally taken with mutual consent and joint effort. Students, it means that partners decide, they have their meeting, they decide whatever duties, whatever responsibilities they are going to share, and day-to-day control. Suppose I am not well today, so for today you will take care of my position and you will take care of my all departments. So it depends on the day-to-day situation, and they already decide their certain areas. In marketing, I'll take the control. In sales, you will take the control. In advertising, someone else will take the control. The partners decide. The partners already decide whatever responsibilities and decisions they are going to take. Now, the decisions are generally taken with mutual consent. It's not like I'm taking the decision alone. No, I will discuss with the other partners and then we will decide. If I have a mutual consent over something, only then it will be made to the decision for the business. The joint effort, the mutual consent is very important. The next one is continuity. Now, what happens if one of the partners dies? Now, death, retirement, insanity or insolvency. Death means the person dies, retirement, he retires after 60 or 70, insanity, he's gone mad, and insolvency, he has got no money. Now, if any of its partner results in the closure of the business, if anything from these things happens to a partner, it results in the closure of the partnership. It means the partnership will be dissolved. There is no partnership anymore. The partnership ends there. If any partner dies, retires, gone insolvent or gone insane, then in that case the partnership will be closed. It means dissolved. If remaining partners want to continue, suppose there are 5 partners, one of the person retires. Now that 4 partners, if they want to continue, they may continue, but the basis of new agreement. But they have to make one new agreement. Then they can be called the partnership again. If they want to continue, the remaining partners, they may do so, but on the basis of new agreement. Is that clear? Now students, next one is membership. What is the limit? Now, minimum of 2 persons in partnership, they need 2 persons for the minimum amount. Earlier, the maximum limit was 100 persons. Earlier, the maximum limit was 100% according to the section 464 of Companies Act. There is one other act, there is some other law which is known as Companies Act. Now, according to the Companies Act 2013, section 464, there was a limit of 100 partners. But according to the rule number 10 of Companies Act 2014, there are some amendments. Every year they do some amendments, they change the law. Now, according to the Companies Act 2014, rule number 10, the maximum limit of partnership is 50 members. Is that clear, students? The maximum limit is 50 members and the minimum limit is 2 partners. Is that clear? Okay. Let's come to the next one. The last one is mutual agency. It means partners acts as agent and principal. Now what is agent? As agent, if a partner is acting as an agent, it means he represents and binds other partners through his action. Suppose if I am doing something, it means the other partners of my partnership are also agreeing to my actions. Suppose I have decided to spend 1 crore rupees for an NGO. It shows that if I am doing such thing, it shows that the other partners are also accepting my action. It means if I am doing something, it shows that all the partners are having the same idea of doing that. Nobody is opposing my actions. If I am doing something, I am representing my all the partners also, and this goes to all the partners. If one partner is doing something, that it means all the partners are behind this idea of doing that thing. Now, as principal, when a partner acts as a principal, it means he is bound by the acts of other partners. Suppose some other company comes to my office and asks me to invest some money in his company. Suppose now I will take some time, I will discuss with my other members, my other partners, and even if I am willing to invest some money in that company, but my other partners are not accepting and they are saying that no need to invest that company, then in that case I will be bound to say no to that company, because I am bound by the acts of the other partners. If my other partners are not accepting something, so I am bound by their actions. Here as agent, they were bound by my actions, but as principal, I am bound with their actions. If I am doing something, it means they are also responsible for that, and if they are saying no or yes to me for any decision, then I am bound to respect their ideas. So that's all for today's video. I hope you all have understood. Yes, one more thing, take a screenshot of this board and start making notes of it today. Pause this video and take a screenshot, very clear screenshot. Okay, now I think you all have taken this screenshot, so let's wind up this video. I hope everything is clear. We'll see you in the next video.